Not every OCD compulsion is something that you can see. Welcome back to part 4 of our 7-part series of what OCD really is. This is OCD Awareness Week, and we're teaming up with OCD Action to dive deep into different aspects of OCD. OCD can show up in many ways, like silently replaying memories, counting, or mentally checking to feel safe. Because these experiences are internal, OCD is often missed and misunderstood. But invisible does not mean imaginary. OCD can affect people in so many different ways, and some people spend so much of their day carrying out various compulsions and can be unable to get out of the house or manage normal day-to-day activities. Others might appear to be coping with day-to-day life while still suffering a huge amount of distress from obsessive thoughts. And some people with OCD can carry out their rituals and compulsions in secret or make excuses to avoid social interaction so that they can complete all their compulsions. And that's certainly something that I used to do. I can remember so many instances when I've avoided particularly social interactions because there were just so many things that might trigger my OCD. Doing new things, seeing new things at a time. I couldn't go to anyone's new house. I couldn't see a friend if they had had a baby. I couldn't go to weddings because when the couple exchanged vows, they were going through a change, and then inadvertently I was affected by the change. And if I wasn't able to perform my compulsions, which obviously I wouldn't be able to do at a wedding, then disaster would strike and I'd be responsible for all these awful things happening. You know, you do get very good as someone with OCD, unfortunately, as being able to do your compulsions in secret. And I remember, again, in the very early years, if I was going to a friend's house for the first time, I'd have to go into the bathroom and I'd literally lock the door and get down on the floor and do 50 press-ups. I mean, there were instances when I literally went into a new shop and I would just get down on the shop floor and do 50 press-ups because that is what the OCD was driving me to believe that I had to do to negate any disaster from happening. It is very, very isolating, and of course it's exhausting. So have you or someone you care about experienced these less visible sides of OCD, or ever felt misunderstood because symptoms weren't necessarily that obvious? I'd really love to hear your thoughts in the comments.